Today I am hiking in the Greenwood Conservation Area. This is a place just north of where I live. Part of it's in Ajax, part of it's in Pickering. This is a great place to go for a hike. The Greenwood Conservation Land is sort of broken into two major sections. There's the south part, which is technically within Ajax. The north part is technically within Pickering, but I think they're managed by the same people. Anyway, the trail I'm doing is in the north part. I'm starting on concession 5, so I'll be starting at the parking lot and basically doing a fairly simple loop where I'm as far north as I can across and then coming back down and back to the parking. But there are so many twists and turns and multiple trails you can take through this as well that there is so much more you can do, and I'll probably come back and explore some of that later on too. But it's a really cool area. It's a cooler day today. There was a little bit of rain earlier too, so that's why I'm wearing my rain jacket over top. Both keeps the wind out and the rain. So the loop that I'm doing, when you leave the parking lot, you sort of keep right, and it's going to take me all the way north. If I keep going north, I'll eventually get to the Pickering Village Museum. At the moment, they're doing a whole bunch of construction around there, so I may not be able to get all the way up to it. But from there, I'll come back across and then down and then return back to the parking lot. But this is a really cool trail. Right now, I'm out in the open. Shortly, I'll be back into the woods, and to the right of me is Duffin's Creek. So this bit of the trail pretty much follows the creek all the way up. The Pickering Village Museum has added some signs throughout this bit of the trail to do with Anne of Green Gables and Lucy Maud Montgomery. So there obviously must be some history of Lucy Maud Montgomery in this area, and that's what these signs are talking about. Coming up on another one of the little bridges that go over sort of little gullies or tributaries into Duffin's Creek. Just about 2 kilometers from where I started, if you follow the trail that goes alongside the creek, you'll turn to the left and go up a pretty steep hill. There's a little switchback you can use, or you can just go straight up it. And from there, I'm going to loop around to the trail that's going to take me south again, back to the parking lot. Oh, that is a good steep hill, especially when you're filming and you have to do it 4 times because you only get different camera angles. You come back out in the open again, and then there's 2 ways you can go. You can either go left or right. It's kind of a middle trail that goes down the middle of the 2 big up and downs. If I was to go to the left and head south now, it's a little complicated. You really got to pay attention to a map to figure out where you are, because it kind of curves you around a way you don't expect. So I'm going to go to the right, which is north, then just across, and then it's a straight down to the bottom. Alright, here is where I turn to my left. It's maybe 100 meters from where I came out into the open, and that's going to take me just west, and then I'm going to be turning south down the next left, and that's going to take me back to the parking lot. If I continued going straight along here, I would end up near the Pickering Village Museum. There is a loop that comes back around from there. However, they're doing construction there right now, and there is no way through. So to my left is where I'm going. I am now heading south. Actually, this bit of trail naturally curves around, so you don't really have to look for the turn south. It just goes that way, and that's where I'm heading. And it's cool, right here, just as you start to head south, there's an old barn. This section is really quite easy. It's just for the most part, straight trail, very little ups and downs until I get to the end, when I'm going to cross over and go down a hill, which will take me back to the parking lot. So where I turn back to the east, and this is going to take me towards a really cool hill that you go down, and then from there I'm right back at the parking lot. And here is that really cool hill, heading down now. Now I'm back where I first chose my course, going up the creek or up the hill. I've just come down the hill, and now I'm just heading to the car. What a good hike. Even though the weather wasn't the best, it's still still amazing to get out. So make sure you get out no matter what the weather. It's always worth it.